Oh, don't forget that one. Don't forget the mustard. Oh no, you shouldn't forget the mustard. Oh, hello. Imagine seeing you here. Does anybody actually want to try and get away with doing that one? Seriously, realistically, do they? Could they? Well, who knows? Now, what I need to know right now before I do anything else is whether my microphone is actually switched on. And yes, it is. Oh, that's jolly good news. Why not start the live stream with your microphone on? Sounds like the obvious thing to do, doesn't it? But it has happened. It has happened before when the microphone isn't on. You don't realise it until somebody tells you. And if your only way of communication is just to read through comments, then it's going to take you quite a while before you realise that you're talking to nobody and nobody's listening, but they're all shouting. Yeah. What kind of live stream would that be? Where nobody's listening, but everybody's shouting at you. Be a rubbish one, wouldn't it? Be a bit pointless. Oh, pointless indeed. Just like most of what I do here. Pointless. Rubbish. Yeah, etc. Oh, no, I say it's rubbish. How dare me say it's rubbish? How dare me? Oh. Do you know what? I thought somebody was going to tell me something really important just then, but I can't read it without my glasses on. I thought it was going to be, you got no sound, you've got no sound. You know, you need some sound. You're just up there talking rubbish and we're not listening. No, it's not that. So anyway, good evening. Welcome to this live stream. Good evening from me, and hello to you. You know, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it happens to be. Sorry to wake you in the middle of the night even. Could be any of those things, couldn't it? No, I've done a live stream since Sunday, and I was feeling a bit bad about it. Bad? Yeah, like I am neglecting the ones who like me to do a live stream, such as Dino Dad. Dino Dad. Dino Dad. Is he here tonight, or is he not? Yes, I am cooking, by the way. I'm cooking. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of cooking tonight. Whether it'll be any good or not. Well, hang on. What am I saying? Whether it'll be any good. It will be good. It'll be fantastic. It'll be the best Chinese curry I've ever made. And the best you've ever had. But you're not going to have any unless you turn up here. But I don't think you will do because you don't really know where I am. Well, some of you do, but not the ones who are watching this. Now then, I've just put some water in the onions there because the onions are cooked-ish. They're cooked enough. But if I leave them just there, they're going to burn. And I need to sit down. I do apologise for this, but in the title, we're saying about having a bad back. It's real. I'm not making it up. I'm in quite a bit of pain, to be honest. And it's partly down to, I think, just it being really, really damp. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's exceedingly disappointed by the lack of summer that we're having so far. Well, I mean, it's still kind of technically spring, isn't it, until the 21st. But it's been cold. This must be, certainly for Britain, the coldest June on record. Someone's going to say that, aren't they? Oh, I hope they do. Because I'd hate to think of anyone having a worse June than what we're having right now. Then again, the second half of it, which we're just about to approach, may be the complete opposite. Except that I've already checked the weather forecast, and it's not going to be. The next 7 days are just going to be, well, up to at the most 15 degrees, which is nowhere near too warm. We've already got the fans out, you know. I really quite enjoy that time of the year where it's too hot. You go and have a shower and then you go and sit in front of the fan because you're still too hot. I like that. Sounds weird, but actually I do. I like being too hot, but not really having to do anything at the time. And it's not nice being too... Huh? What happened there? Everyone's disappeared. Don't tell me something's gone wrong. Well, I was up to about 18 people watching, and now we're down to 4. Right, anyway, so maybe what's happened is that people have wandered off because they thought, he's not even going to bother reading these comments out. And now we're down to 3 people. That's awful. Oh, gosh. Oh, terrible indeed. Let's see. Right, Blair is here tonight. Hello, Blair. Hi, Captain, and everyone here. How are you, Captain? I hope you're okay. And everyone here. Yes, I am. I'm most definitely okay. Let's put all messages on as well. I have good news. My mother also returned from a work trip, and I think this is the happiest moment of my entire life. Finally, my parents will be with me. What a jolly thing that is. Well, excellent indeed, Blair. Also, my father told me that he would take me to a famous theatre here in my country. He told me that they will be with me until the end of this month. I'm very lucky these days. Well, that is lovely. Very lucky. Lucky. Yeah, I mean, yeah, very lucky. It's very fortunate as well that you appreciate such things. So that's very nice to see. And Sam's back. Yes, it's good to be back. Also, I didn't think you'd know me, Blair, but congratulations on the 98. That 98%. Yes, very good. Yeah, we've not seen Sam for a while, actually. Thank you for coming back. Here we go. Mr. Mustard in full effect, says Smashing Pistons. And that is probably referring to the orange top. I was expecting to be in a string vest. Not a string vest, but obviously something a little bit more comfortable. Obviously what happens, now, men really, I'm talking to men here, you get to a time of the year and you have that first warm day and you think, ooh, I'm going to have to put my shorts on. You do that, and then you don't go back to long trousers until October. That's the rule that you don't have to follow, but that's the one I follow. Once that first day comes along, we want shorts on rather than long trousers. It just feels too warm, even when it's cold, to wear proper trousers. And if you're a leisurely kind of person like I am, then, that's what you do. That's what you do. And, I'm enjoying it, even if I'm not that warm. Project Nigel says hello. Peter P is here. Mustard, hello, Captain Peter Simon, hello. Blair, that sounds like good times for you. Indeed it does. Peter P, howdy partner. Yeah, thank you. Sound all nice and clear, says Smashing Simons. How wonderful to know. Thank you very much. But the fact is, I've already gone way too far into this live stream for it not to be. That would have explained everybody disappearing a minute ago, wouldn't it? 2 String Productions. Don't forget to switch to live chat, says 2 String Productions, and I already have done. Thank you very much. I did that because it made sense to do so, and I remembered quite a way back, actually. Sam says, hello, Captain Mustard. I am back. It's summer. Half of it's passed already. Oh, I just missed your live a lot. Well, that's I would say it's understandable, but I'm not sure it is. My mic turned off while I was at a car show the other day. Completely wasted the please subscribe section. That's why the clip-on microphones, they're best. Really, I suppose, if you can see them and you can see the little light on there telling you that it's working. Whereas I like to have mine hidden underneath because, for one thing, the sound is a bit better and you don't look like you've got a microphone on. And who wants to look like they've got a microphone on? Hey, who does? Who wants that? Hey, I suppose. Thoughts about this? Well, wandering around at car shows. I always feel really self-conscious actually just filming cars and stuff. And I try as I can not really to get people in, but it's impossible. And I just feel really uncomfortable with it. But if you're a bit more obvious, you've got like a microphone like this, and you walk around, someone's following you around with a camera, then it looks more official, it looks more proper, doesn't it? And that would be better. But I think what I'm going to do the next time, if I ever do go to another car show, which I know I will do probably this time this year at some point, is I'm just going to actually go straight to the owner, have a chat and say, do you mind if I talk about your car for my video? Because for that, I can introduce them to my Nigel YouTube channel if they're interested. And also it takes away that self-conscious thing as well. And I quite like that. I don't know why I've not thought of doing that before. Just seems really rather daft. Now, a while back, I went to the Elland Road car show. Not the last one, the one before that. And I was talking to a chap there who has a TR7. And he's local. And he said, oh yeah, you have the lockup next to the garage, don't you? And I said, yeah. And then I was telling him, he said, oh, Project Nigel, is that you? I said, yeah, that's me. And I was telling him a little bit about the videos and stuff. Oh yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. And then I said, there's nothing really serious. There's not really anything really that good. It's just quite a lot of larking about. After he said he'd watched it. And then he said, oh, I don't think I'll bother, Adam. It's all right, I won't bother. So there we go. You can put people off by being honest, which is what I did there. Now, Blair says it's 10:42 here in my country. Well, so you are 2 hours ahead. You need a workout, man, says AK Productions. Where would I get one of those from? What is a workout man? Is this somebody that does all of your sums for you, or does all of anything that needs calculating beforehand so you don't have to do? Interesting idea. I might take that on, actually. Thank you, AK. Dino Dad is the old version these days. It's alternator dad, right? Says Smashing Pistons. It would be if it was that kind of dino, I suppose, yeah. Oh, I recently heard about Japanese-style curry, says Sam. I don't really, it's kind of more Chinese-style curry, but to be honest, I don't know what I'm properly doing. I just make things that I like the taste of, and then I try and improve on it. Peter P, Dymo Dad. He makes nice labels. Labels. He makes nice labels. It is very hot these days in my country, says Blair. I hate heat. Yeah, says Simon. Well, that's rather ungrateful of you, actually, because I really do like it. And I think I just realised and I think that was it. I had the sound ever so slightly up on the tablet, and I just kept thinking, what's that voice? It was me. I could hear me, not somebody else. I hate... Oh, right. Nope. All right. Yeah. Nope. Still here, says Blair. Dan Peters. Hooray for Dan Peters. He's come back. Not seen Dan Peters for a little while. Hello, good evening, Captain Mustard. Great to join a live. Hope you're well. I am. I'm all right, actually. I'm okie dokie. Except for my back, which has been awful. Which is why I went off on that bit of a weather rant not so long back. I'll come back to that afterwards if you remind me. And if you don't remind me, I'll probably remember anyway. I am having trouble with my connection tonight. No idea if it's this phone or Yit, says Two String Productions. It's probably Yit. I reckon Yit is responsible for a lot of things, isn't it, Julie? Hello, Captain Mutard. How lovely of you to join us tonight. Stephen S. Paul, hello, Mustard and friends and other individuals. That's really nice of you to say, actually. Very, very inclusive of everyone possibly here. Yes, that's the way to do it. It's defo your phone. It's defo your phone. Video is clear as day. Ah, I see. But Sam, Two String Productions isn't going to be in the same room as you, is she? No, she's not. Hello, it's Boss Lady Tracy here with the wrong name. All back to normal tomorrow. And that's because she's gone on some strange holiday where she has to change her name. for you know, privacy concerns, I guess, because the Greenwood can't go on holiday and have people know who it is. No, that wouldn't be a good idea at all. So tonight, I'm relying on people being well behaved rather than needing my boss mod. Blair says, yes, I'm happy that they are with me because most of the time is spent on their work and business trips, and I rarely get to see them. So that's why I'm always with my grandparents. Gosh, well, good grandparents they are, Blair. What shows are you attending this year? Asks Simon. I don't know. I really don't know. There's loads of them. When I saw your picture the other day, you were somewhere in Sheffield, and I thought, well, I could have gone to that. I don't mind if it's a small meetup. Small meetups are great as far as I'm concerned. So I don't really know. There's usually something else I end up having to do, or just something gets in the way of it happening. Hey up, Tracy, it's the Tinterwebs. Says Smashing Pistons, yeah. I can't do any bossing today, though, because I'm not wearing my blue spanner. Yeah, not spanner, but spanner. Spanner! Exactly. Lovely Simon. Gosh, hey up, lovely Simon. He is a lovely chap, is Simon. I really do. Simon's a lovely chap. He really, really is. He's a really fantastically lovely chap. Can't wait to see Simon again soon, actually. Hans Bloodsmith. Hey, mates. Passing by the steam after cruising the Wild West that is YouTube Live. How y'all doing? Magnificent beard, by the way, brother. Well, you know what? You want to see Simon's beard if you think my beard's good. Many people have much more impressive beards than I have. Mine is, in comparison, a bit on the weak side. And whilst you're contemplating my beard, for whatever reason, I shall do a little mixy stir up of the onions. Yeah, all that bit doesn't look like it's all that well cooked actually. Yeah, that'll be right. That will. There's a bit more water in there. The good thing is you can't really poison yourself on onions, I don't think. Oh, I forgot to have the. Last time I did a live stream, I was saying the word onion in different accents, wasn't I? If anybody remembers that. I was going to do... It'd make a good t-shirt, actually. It really would. Yes. Picture of an onion, and then onion, as said by people who speak properly. Onion, as spoken by a northerner. Onion, as spoken by a posh person. Indian, as spoken by someone from New Zealand. And what was the only one? Honian. Anion, as have you got any onions, as spoken by a Cockney. If you happen to come from London, I know that one of you might do. In fact, yeah. Do you think it's a bit insulting that everybody from the north just assumes that you're a Cockney? I think I would do. And then turn it back down again. I mean, add a bit more water to it. You know, let's put it all in there. It'll be right. All it's going to do is just get back to the boiling point again. Might feed my fish this week. Now then, yeah, where was I up to? Sausage news, asks Simon, smashing poodles. Well, there's no sausage sausage rules. Imagine that. If you had rules for sausages, not to measure them, but just so you know exactly what to do with them and not to actually go wrong. Well, the sausage rules would be you cook them, I guess, unless you want some sort of poisoning. There we go, that's your rule. Sausages. Workout, man. Is that like a Black & Decker workmate? See, Simon's on the same kind of thought pattern as I have. It's obvious, isn't it? That's really what it means. It must do. What else could it possibly mean? Two String Productions says, I had wild boar sausage on my pizza earlier, Simon. Sausage news. All right? Maybe that's what we want. You give me a sausage fact tonight, Anybody who tells me anything to do with sausages, they get a little thump on the table. Okay. Crikey good. Sam says, reminds me of everybody says sausage, keep it going, yeah. Well, once you start saying something, people do tend to join in. They love that kind of thing. It's a sausage conga. Yes, the sausage conga of YouTube land. And I'm just about ready to let one go as well. But it's not quite there yet. I've been doing them all day, actually. I have been doing lots of them all day. Yes, indeed. I think I might have used them all up now. More than that, half the wild boar was half Italian saucy. Fennel for days, Simon. Fennel in the sausage. Fennel. Sausage envy. Barry Scrotter is here. Barry Scrotter, how fantastic for you to join. Thank you. And Khalid says, you look Italian. I'm going to look Italian to some, aren't I? Probably not Italians. Does anybody else think I look Italian? I thought that I might look ever so slightly Spanish, but that's not for any other reason that as soon as the sun comes out, I do kind of, well, I get a bit burnt. I'm not being burnt, I'm just sort of, my skin changes colour. As a small child, I would spend all of my time outside in the summer. I loved it. Never wore sun cream, any of that kind of stuff. It's just you go outside, you stay there till it gets dark. Anyone of my generation will have probably done pretty much the same thing, unless, of course, they don't like the sun. And I think that actually, once you've done that as a child, it just tend to make you go brown quite easily as you get older. Who can drink 5 litres of petrol? Jerry can. Boom! Thank you, Barry Scrotter. Of course, we need jokes as well, don't we? Jokes always help. Jokes help the flow of the live stream because people like them. Better of it, really funny as well. Matron, hello. Oh, right. Hang on, did I miss something there? Didn't YouTube used to have a message function? Right, Mighty Cat Mods. You probably mean message rather than massage, but yeah, it did. I remember the old days of messaging on YouTube. It was all right. Now you're not allowed to do it. Now you can't. If you want to message someone, you have to go by the means. I wonder why they got rid of it. Maybe it was something to do with people on YouTube. Some of them were getting big, big people. And I don't want all these little people messaging me. It's annoying me. It's spoiling my fish supper. But YouTube, having had enough of people going on about it, said, yeah, that's right. If I was having a fish supper and I had 1 million subscribers, I really wouldn't want little people actually messaging me, asking what I'm having tonight for food. Yeah, so let's just do away with the messaging service. That's what happened. I blame Elon Musk, says Mighty Cat Mods, and probably to do with the messaging service that YouTube used to have. There's another Lock Park in August. I'll set up an invitation, Simon. Thank you very much. Hi, Barry here, trade Barry. Wailing up then. Now then, by the way, says Mighty Cat Mods. There's an Iron Maiden red wine for sale now. Why don't all of the rock and metal bands have their own alcohol? It surprises me that they'd have a red wine. There was the Trooper Ale, which I tried once. But do you know what? Actually, I know I'm going off on a bit of a tangent again here, but I remember when the Trooper beer came out, which is Robinson's beer. I tried it. It tasted a bit like Newcastle Brown, and I thought that's kind of about right then, isn't it? 4.7, same as Newcastle Brown, looks like it. That's the audience they're after, isn't it? Because all of the rock people used to drink Newcastle Brown, and it just seemed obvious that that's what would happen. Iron Maiden have their own beer, and people would buy it. All the people who like them would buy that because they made it. And it's like, then, it shows an allegiance, doesn't it? You have to drink their beer. And I've never really done that kind of thing. The closest I got was when I was a teenager. I'd like the t-shirts. I'd like the denim jacket. I'd like the boots. I'd like the skin-tight jeans that couldn't really be quite skinny enough, that kind of thing. But as soon as I got to my 20s, I thought, that's annoying. I'm not I'm perfectly okay with people following this kind of a trend to show that they're different from other trend followers. But I do see quite a lot of people these days, back from the days of 35 years ago, still wearing all that kind of get-up. And, it's just not for me. And so there we go. It's not for me to have a beer just because it's got Iron Maiden written on it. If it was Metallica, maybe. No. Imagine a Metallica beer. It'd probably be like Budweiser, wouldn't it? But if all of these bands did their own beer, who'd make the best beer? Yes, you could compile a list of bands and beers that you'd imagine they would make and the strength and what kind of thing it would be. There's a meme idea for anyone who wants it. You don't have to credit me. I had cornstarch mixed with a spoon or two of water, add it to curry. It makes the curry thicker, says Sam. I avoid it really if I can, adding flour to things. Cornstarch, I know. Cornstarch isn't the same as flour, but it does the same thing. I'll cook the onions. After a while, once they've been cooking for ages, then I'll liquidize them. And then it's as thick as it is. It doesn't really need to be any thicker. Oh, good news, Mustard. I paid 140 quid today, and the doctor said I'm allowed to drive again for another 5 years. I've been dreading it. Wow, you paid £140, what, to pass the test? Well done, Barry Scrotter. Yes. Good. Yeah, good on you, matey. Hi, Peter. Hi. Yay, you're allowed to have a break. Or is it 5 years constantly? That's the medical, Simon. You have to have a medical every 5 years, but it's a good thing, really. It might be inconvenient, but the medical, you don't really want anyone driving trucks that are about to keel over, do you? No. It's okay. I love spending time with my grandparents, says Blair. They tell me funny stories about them once. They told me about they met. It was a really funny story. Everybody from around the world thinks all Londoners are Cockneys. And yes, it's annoying. Jimmy Q. Yeah, very good. I knew it would do. Jimmy Quinn is a Cockney. You're a Cockney. And what's the difference? Go on. Right, Britain. Okay, Britain Britain's got this. Can I do this backwards? All right. So we've got Cornwall there, and then we have this here. We got East Anglia, and it goes up like that. And this part we've got Wales just there. See, I'm doing it the right way round, aren't I? By doing it the wrong way round for me, and it's really doing my head in. So we got London there, and that's where the Cockneys live. And the rest of that part, anywhere below Birmingham, Cockneys. Yeah. How do you think? What do you think of that? 10 mil socket is here. Oh, well done, 10 mil socket. I've heard all about you. I thought you was just a legend, but turns out you're a real thing. Thank you for joining. I don't know 10 mil socket, but please like the live stream. 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 They've got like the live stream and the theme tune of Danger Mouse. Yeah. Oh, Wonderful Horseshoe is here as well. Hello, Mustard. Are you cooking sausages tonight? No, I am not. But I am cooking something that contains porky stuff, and that's in the oven. Sausages can be difficult to work with. They get bitchy, and they're usually short-tempered. Are you all not all like the Hitcher from the Mighty Boosh? Yeah, that was a proper Mockney accent, that one, wasn't it? Mind you, Noel Fielding is from London, isn't he? I think he is, anyway. And Julian Barrett is from the north. Yes. It's probably going to feel like 5 years constantly, and most of it in circles round a big building, says Barry. Captain Mustard. Ah, yes, right. Captain Mustard, trapped in mustard. Can he get out? Will he get out? Of course he will. There's not enough syllables there, though, is it? There's not quite the same as Captain Cabinet, trapped in cabinet. Will he get out? Can he get out? Well, of course he will. It's a forklift it's a forklift medical. Right, I see. Well, yes. Yeah, but it's still probably a good thing that you have one, I suppose. Hello, porky friends in there. How are you doing? Been cooking for quite a while. Maybe I'm about to do some liquidization of the onions. Onions! Yeah, I reckon I might as well do, actually. Let me catch up with the comments first, though. Not let me catch up with the comments, and then then I'll know that's the time to do it. Catching up with the comments is the sign to carry on cooking. That's how I'll take it. Oh. HGV Medical, I'm a shunter these days. I'm a lemon, Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty? No, I meant massage. I was thinking of your sore back. Thank you. Simon, I was a class 1 driver mate. Don't like being on the road anymore. Trooper is lovely, says Smashing Pistons. Also, it's true. Rockers did used to drink Newcastle Brown. They did. I don't know whether they do or not anymore. But they all drunk it. They all drunk either Newcastle Brown, and I did it myself while I was under 20, and then I thought, actually, I prefer this one. Or Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels with, a glass would probably be it. Smashing Pistons. While 8 think of the industry soundproofing made a slight difference. While 8. Blair says, my grandfather was in a band while he was at university. He told me that it was the band's main players, but he left the band in his 3rd year to focus on his studies. And now, says Mighty Cat Mods, a massage from our sponsor. Well, who's the sponsor? Who would like to sponsor? Oh, he looked kind of handsome when he was young. Well, I guess he would do, wouldn't he? And Igorka. Igorka says, hello, Igorka. There was an amazing Iron Maiden I Love Man TT shirt released a couple of years ago. It was Eddie on a sports bike. Right, isn't that rather contrived? Eh? Eddie on a sports bike. A man who's basically dead with his skull hanging out on a bike. I guess that the one thing you could say is that, if he does come off it, he's not going to do himself any harm, is he? Because he's already a zombie. Aluminium made, fiberglass Madian, plastic Madian. Yes, mustard, bribery money. Thank you, Barry. Wood maiden, or balsa maiden, the worst kind of maiden. Def Leppard beer. Yeah. Oh, right. Howdy, says United States of America. Hello to you. I was born in Surrey. To be a Cockney, you have to be born in the East End within the area of the South Bow Bells, says Two String Productions. Yes. United States of America, hello. How clever of you to be under one account. Oh gosh, Simon, yes, good points, yeah. Well, yeah, I think that might have been missed actually. But yeah, the whole of America in one account. There's going to be somebody who likes it, that's the thing. That scene with the hitcher, I'm gonna look I'm gonna look after you, boy. Right. No, Sam's right. Sam's not a creepy one anyway. Yeah. No HGV mustard. Sorry, Barry Scrotter. It's coming out of me like it's coming out of me like a thin yellow cable. Tracy, I'm confused. Born in Surrey. Smashing pistons, both funny. Does anybody have oil? Oh, this one again. Nobody's got any oil. I don't like to say my age, but I'm a teenager, as my grandmother says. My face has plenty of PF oil. Shade is here. Hi, hello, Shade. Me too, so I won't be on making any TikTok refs anymore. Have a lovely evening, all folks. Catch you soon. And Smashing Pistons of the Simon phenomena has gone somewhere else. Could we keep it PG, USA? Hang on, what's there? All right. Well, right. Yeah, I wouldn't have even noticed that. I don't have TikTok at all. I don't like this app very much. Yeah. Yes, Emma, I was born in Surrey, and not the same hospital as you. If you don't remember which hospital, I will remind you later. I've stole this face. Night, Simon. Whip. Right, now, I've caught up with those comments, which means I'm going to turn the thingy over here, and you can watch me do some malarkey of the kitchen. Kitchen malarkey, yes. Hello. Oh, no, the wrong way around. What? The dangerous tool of the kitchen is about to come out. What's dangerous about it? You'll find out if you get your fingers caught in there. Right. Not one of my favourite parts of the cooking, actually. It's reasonably satisfying, of course, but it just could be better. I'm going to put some more water in there because, as I've said before, if you fill it up with water, you don't get a lot of splashback. And because it's just onions, it doesn't really matter whether it goes cold and then hot and then cold and then hot. It doesn't care. It doesn't say to you, oh, you're going to mess around with my temperature. Are you, eh? Well, in that case, I'm going to poison you. No, not like chicken would do. Whizzing up the onions, whizzy. I'm going to get the pan out of it. I'm going to get the frying pan out. There's something. There's nothing wrong with using the same pan, but I want to do. I just want to sort of construct it together in a different pan at this point. So I've got two parts so far to go together. I want the spices I am using to actually be fried ever so slightly for a short amount of time. And I might include a green pepper as well. Are we all right there? Yeah, it looks like it. Many of you see me cooking, I always seem to be cooking the same thing more or less. Pan. The frying pan, the frying pan, and the frying pan, the non-stick pan is coming out of the cupboard. The non-stick pan, the frying pan. Right, so, I'll tell you what, we'll put it back on the heat just there actually. What day is it? Thursday. It's Thursday, isn't it? Another rather tiring day actually. It's tiring because of the damp, and then tiring because of some of the things I've had to do. Yesterday was a really, really busy day, and oh yeah, I have a video to edit about yesterday. I thought it was going to be part of today's video, but I don't think it was. Or was it? Do you know what? What's really weird? It's really difficult when you make videos every day. You end up forgetting what it was that you put in them. And then there's the danger of repeating yourself, which I really don't want to repeat myself because I don't like repeating myself, and I'm never ever going to repeat myself. Oh no. Bit of oily stuff in there. Yeah, so I don't know. Could anybody tell me? Did I have a whole load of alloy wheels in my video today? Who's watched it? Quite like to know whether I did or not. It's strange that I should be asking that, isn't it? Is anybody else joining in? Oh, what's the question marks all about? Oh, right. Okay. Let's hope nobody's getting offended or upset by something there. Because I've got no moderation. Oh gosh, imagine if the one time people were causing trouble amongst each other and you was all having a big fight, and you know, I had to deal with it all myself like I normally don't have to do. Whilst only 5 people. Thank you, Mighty Cat Mods. Thank you. Who's that? Oh, Mustard's boyfriend. Ah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll come back to the comments in a bit, but obviously I've got this to do as well now. Right, thank you, Mighty Cat Mods. That means that, yeah, I'm further behind with my video editing than what I thought. That means there's probably another one. The last one was a video about the chaos at work and all the things I'm trying to get on and do, and then the amount of distractions. The past few days, I've had a man called Tom knocking about, and today as well, being outside doing engine stuff in the rain. It's just really, really tiring after a while. That's why my back went bad. It was bad yesterday. In actual fact, oh gosh, I'll tell you something. It is the reason why I've not done a live stream, because I would normally have done one probably on a Wednesday or a Tuesday, but I just felt a bit too worn out to do it. Sounds like a terrible excuse, that, doesn't it? It's actually true. Oh, come on. Right, I think my knife needs sharpening. Again. I like to get one of those sharpening stones. Because currently I have one of those knife sharpener things where you just stick it in and you just pull it along like that. And it does make it feel sharp, and it does actually work. But the reason a knife gets blunt in the first place is that sharp edge gets bent, turned over, and then just squashed. So the knife sharpener thing, then it's just, when you look closely at the blade of the knife, it's all gritty feeling. There's bits of bent and twisted metal everywhere. Because although it's obviously some sort of hardened stainless steel. Or is it hardened? I don't know. Just stainless steel. I'm not even sure if it's hardened or not. Well, stainless steel is hardened steel, so well, we're talking about. Sorry about this. I'm just waffling somewhat. Yeah, so doing a thing with sharpening a knife like that just doesn't actually work properly. Get back in the fridge, you! Get back in the fridge. Right, let's fry. Actually, normally I don't really even fry the peppers. I like the peppers to be just in the sauce. So yeah, you end up with that peppery sauce coming into the other bits there, right? Yep, indeed. So I'm doing it slightly different to what I normally do. There's probably time I have a check on the meaty substances. I don't want to overdo it. Oh, yeah, that's about right, actually. As I said before, if the meat like this, you want to be able to cut it up with a wooden spoon. Once you can do that, then you know it's ready. That's why I like this kind of meats. I like really fatty beef because by the time it's properly ready to eat, it's got a lot more flavour. But you don't want chewy, gristly bits everywhere. You cook it long enough and they'll disappear. It's still there. So let's try that bit there. That's nice. Still could be a bit softer in places. I can't really go too far away from the hob whilst cooking, frying. And that's why I'm stood here talking and not paying any attention to what it's saying to me. So I'm very sorry about that. Also, sorry, the tea's gone cold. How dare it go cold? I only made it 50 minutes ago and it's already gone cold. Terrible, terrible, terrible cup of tea. Oh, what a terrible cup of tea. It's too cold. Now, turn that down, turn that down. I'm going to point this back over here. I just feel really bad about not keeping up with the comments. You know, I'm just really uncomfortable with it. I feel like I should be. Really trying to do two things at once, you see. Don't remember now. Right, that's where it was up to, wasn't it? Right, okay. Oh, hang on. Andrew Buttigieg is here. Ah, good. Andrew Buttigieg, well done. Thank you, Andrew Buttigieg, for being here. Hey guys, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the Captain channel, says Blair. Thank you very much for saying that. Let's just scroll it down here a little bit where I know there's something. Don't be sorry, I use VPN. I'm not on social media much, so I waste much of my time being addicted to YT, YouTube. Emma Lemon, no offence, but you do look like Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew. What's Emma's channel called? Don't remember the alloys. Where's our mod? Why did you destroy my Hot Wheels collection? Because you left them in my lockup. Okay, you left them there, and I thought, well, if you don't want them, they're going to end up broken up into little pieces. There's more as well, and you know it. There's another 5 or 6 I haven't broken yet. Should I do them? Should I make an even more, of a stand of taking them to bits? Ugh. Right, yeah. Tracy, call your sister brother for us, will you? Oh, mustard have boyfriend. Apparently, yes, I do, Blair. Hello again, says John. Remember me? I trolled everyone here a month ago. Nobody had a clue. But you did tell us, John. You told us quite a lot about it, in fact. Mrs. Mustard is not going to be happy to hear that. Oh, right, I see. Tom Turbo in the rain. Stephen is Paul. He doesn't really mind. He doesn't mind at all. He likes the rain. Honestly, Tom's he's just like a dog, really. He's happy outside, rolling around, getting grotty. And like a dog, he's got big sad eyes and floppy hair. And he has no concept of time. So I'd imagine you could say to Tom, right, should we go for a walk? And he'd go, yeah, all right. And then you take him for a walk, and then you come back and you say, should I take you for a walk? And he go, yeah, let's go for a walk. A sharp knife is a safe knife, says Sam, in quote marks. Yeah, well, it is, though, isn't it? I mean, it's also capable of doing, quite a lot of accidental damage, but I think you're less likely to get it wrong with a sharp knife. Elizabeth Regalodo, Elizabeth. Shameless steal. Me when I see oil. What's this thing with oil you keep going on about? Hello, Elizabeth, hello. That poor capsicum thrown in the back of the fridge to rot and decay for eternity. Not really, because the other bit will get eaten tomorrow. They do last a bit longer in the fridge than what they would do just in a cupboard. John says, does everyone remember me from last month? I trolled in here. And I must say, I can't remember that at all. Do remind us, tell us more about it if you like. I managed to snap an inch off the top of my unbreakable saboteur knife by placing it in the washing up bowl. That's quite impressive, actually. Well done. I love eating hot veggies off a pan, says Sam. What's the captain cooking? Well, I'm doing a Chinese curry sauce with pork. I bought a sabatier knife from Wilko for $5. Not bad. It's its own sharpening gizmo with it. Curry, Chinese style. Yes. With us, there's a raccoon outside. Okay. Kerry Hughes Gillard. Hello, Kerry Hughes Gillard. A name I don't recognise. Hi, Mr. Mustard. Been watching Projects, Nigel, for a few years now, and I love your content. As a Rover nut myself, I've often looked for other brands and wondered how they compare to the magic of Rover. Well, there are cars that are better built. There are cars that are more reliable. There are cars that are easier to get parts for. There are cars that are easier to lose in the car park. There are cars that you'd notice less if you ended up with a dent in. And there are certainly cars that have a lot less character than a Rover. And there are good reasons why we like Rover. Very good reasons indeed. However, this weekend I'm going to be getting something that isn't a Rover. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. Mike's boyfriend. Chinese curry style. Well, that alone shouldn't be enough to tell you that it'd be delicious, Blair, because it could end up awful. But it won't. It'll be lovely. It will. It really will. It always is. That's because I make nice food. I kind of love it more when you keep yapping without a worry about reading the comments that you have missed the context of. Well, Sam, it's kind of easy enough to do, really, I suppose. But then I worry about missing something useful. You leave my Hot Wheels alone, says Mustard's boyfriend. I will not. I will destroy them in whatever fashion I feel fit. Looks outside. Classic day in the US of A. Well, yeah, maybe a classic day or afternoon. In fact, it will be, won't it? Mustard's boyfriend friend. Did he go out of spite? Did you know pigeons die after they have sex? Oh right, okay, nice one. Mustard, have you ripped the heart out of Auntie Sophie yet? Yes, I have. It did take quite a bit of doing because I'll tell you why, Mr. Scrotter. It's an automatic, and then because having an automatic means you've got the torque converter in the way, so it's not just as simple as separating the gearbox from the engine, because there's this big bowl in there as well. But it gave in eventually, and not much got broken. This is strange. Yeah, well, I wouldn't pay too much attention, Blair, to be honest. I should know, says Sam. I have raised, I mean, I've had a lot of pigeons lay eggs on my balcony. It was just a joke, Sam. One of my pigeons that lives near me is 104 years old. Mustard's boyfriend, is that you, Boaty? Xander King, FTF is this shite? I don't know, Xander King, you tell me. And then, what's this loading signs? Loading signs, not sure why I need to do that. Mustard's boyfriend's friend, so Mustard has two boyfriends on the go. Probably got more than that, actually. Dino Dad is here. Hello, Dino Dad. Hello, Mustard and chat. Sorry I'm late. I met this horrible man today who pulls up people's pants in a wedgie. It was wedgie correct. What do you do? What do you do? Eh? What do you live for, sir? Says Xander King. What do you live for, sir? Not sure which answer to give you to that one, so I'm going to have to say, I don't know. Why do I do? Do you mean why do I do live, or is it live or live that you're trying to ask there? Because I'd like to answer you properly, but if I don't really know what you mean, it's a bit difficult to do. Sorry about that. Huh. Yeah. Okay, right. So now we're going to turn back this way, of course, where I shall, now that the peppers have a bit of brown stuff on them, might as well turn the heat up ever so slightly. Just ready with the spices. Oh, yes, my favourite bit. Now, one thing I did not last time, but a time before when I did this kind of curry, is I put some cumin in it. Now, I like cumin, but cumin just doesn't work in this. For me, it is cinnamon, ginger, and some fresh ginger as well, chili powder, fennel, and coriander. And then mustard, soy sauce, and sweet chili sauce. And that's really it. And I've done this particular one enough times to feel satisfied that it is actually working. So, no measuring involved, just a couple of that much fennel. Okay, we don't want much fennel because it is horrible. So it's not actually horrible, but it is if you use a lot of stuff. Very overpowering taste. And as soon as you stick it in the pan there, the release of flavour. Then coriander seeds. I prefer. Oh, yeah, that's good. I prefer ground coriander really, but I've run out. Well, there's quite a bit of coriander in there. And then we're going to have some chili powder. I could just use chilies, but as just an even flavour, chili powder is going to work a bit better. There's probably about a spoonful there, so a bit more. Oh, probably about 2 spoonfuls there. It's a bit too much, but that's fine. I don't mind. Then we have some ground cinnamon. This was the kind of flavour I did think you can overdo that a bit easy, but it's not too bad actually. So I'm going to have probably about 2 spoonfuls. Now the one that we're really going to use quite a bit of is the ginger powder. So about 3 spoonfuls, I'd say there. It's going to heat up ever so slightly. The only trouble with the ground spices, of course, is that just kind of jump up and want to go up your nose somewhat. The last thing you really want is sneezing in your own food. Even worse if it's somebody else's. I'm sure that must happen. Another reason to make your own food rather than do just eat or whatever it is. Let's go for the serving spoon now and no tomato in this curry. That's thick again already, so because the liquidized onions is it's got quite a bit of water in there as well, but it will actually just cook down. Right, some noise is going on upstairs. Oh. Probably time to go and say good time to go and say good night. Let's leave the microphone down here. There's still shouting upstairs. So I'm sorry about the interruption. It seems to happen quite a lot at this time of night. They get a bit overly tired and then they start being difficult, and it's just typical, really. Typical small people things. Still going on. It's not easy trying to do a live stream when there's people shouting upstairs, so I'm kind of tempted to just finish it off now. But then I am not really finished with this, am I? Not finished with it at all. So let's just leave it just for the moment and trust that they will calm down and everything will be sound. The rest of the onions in there. I almost said like so then, as if that would be of any use. That can simmer again. If it needs, more onions can go into it. But whilst we're at it here, then the other magic ingredients can go in it as well, which are mustard, of course. A nice big spoonful, like that kind of size, of mustard. And then I like this in there. Bit of chili, sweet chili sauce. And the last, but most important ingredient is the light soy sauce, of which we want quite a bit as well. Wow, that mustard really tastes nice. I mean, obviously I'm going to like it, aren't I? But kind of almost surprised really that it did taste so nice. Right, so we can see now that's my curry sauce complete. And that in itself just should be really rather nice. But I haven't finished because I'm going to get the meat out of the oven and just bung it in there and let it carry on cooking with that. It was almost at the level of being able to cut it up with a spoon. So, what do you mean level? Things aren't level, are they? Are they going to sleep now? Right, okay. Right, so all of this pork, it's pork shoulder. It's quite fat. It's quite fatty, but that just gives it more flavour, as I've said. And so the whole lot's going to go in there. I'm not going to leave behind the oil that's come off of it. I'm just going to bung all of it in. There's just no need to waste any of it. So there's some really big chunks of pork. Well, that one's actually could have only been cut up a bit more, really. And then with this, ideally, probably some rice. What do you reckon? Rice. Would you like some rice? Yes. Of course you would. And at that point then, knowing that there's rice going to be involved, I can safely say that this will be ready to eat in 20 minutes. I use the same pan for the rice. There's no point in even washing it out. Lovely burp just then. I'm just going to get a bit of rinse anyway now, because the best thing to do is just give it a bit of a rinse, wash some of the starch away. So have to be washing some of the onions away as well. I'm not bothered about there being a bit of starch in there though. So put that on. And now then, what can I do next? Read some comments? Have a beer? No. Read some comments. I bet I've got quite a few to catch up on now. So we've got a few more likes as well, which is nice to see. Right, where are we up to? Live as in life, says Xander King. What do you live for, sir? Ah, right, I get you. So in other words, what we mean is, what makes me want to get up in the morning? The answer is daylight and having enough sleep. No, I love all sorts of things. I love too many things I could tell you about in this live stream, and that's why it's worthwhile having a look at my channel and my other channel, because you'll see exactly what's going on then. Mustard, send your love eggs back so I'll tell your wife. He lives for a cup of tea and good old biscuits. Dino Dad, hey Baz, I'm going laddos. Great, goodbye. I'll be expecting more oil tomorrow. Bayou, you say, miss your cheesy scent. I called up to my local Chinese and asked for a takeaway. And he said two from 6, leave 4. Very good. Chris Bowen is here. Good evening, Mustard. Cooking up a storm in the kitchen, are we? I am indeed. Nice one. I like a good curry. Is it spicy? It should be spicy. Hello, Andrew Buttigieg. Hello, Andrew. Hello, how are you, mate? Drink. Really? Just lately, I've been thinking about making 2 dishes, Singapore fried rice and Thai green curry. That sounds quite good, actually. Sounds quite good indeed. Hello, says Martin Lee. And Shivam says, hi, gay. Hello. How do you eat pork with curry sauce, by the way? I don't know how to cook meat. Well, I cook the meat first. That's really it. Headache, sore neck, have to see HR at work today. She's been a pain in the arse. I see auto. I see fair plays now. Now, Mustard. Right, I see. Jimmy Quinn is here. Hello, Jimmy Quinn. Hello, Jimmy. Everyone says to Jimmy, of course. Hello, Andrew. You went in and fair play, mate. Hello, Dano Dad. Hello. What you making? Lovely curry. Lovely curry, says Abradade. Okay. I love you. Do you deliver? I don't. Infinity. You just made me not want to ever wear orange again. Well, I feel like I am basically offering a great service there then. What's wrong with orange? You see, the thing is, I actually quite like the idea of ruining trends for people. If I am, well, basically a very, very unfashionable person, of course I'm unfashionable. Fashion isn't for people who think for themselves, is it? So if I can destroy anything like that, I'd be really happy. There we go. That's. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? I'm trying to put the casserole lid on the top of the pan. 10 o'clock. 10 past 10. Rice goes off. Somebody remind me if I forget, if you wouldn't mind. Garlic bread. Not yet, Barry. The anxiety hit again, so I haven't been at work. HR are playing hardball now, doing a review of my absence. All because I haven't handed a sick certificate quick enough. Sound like difficult. Cooking suggestion, says Martin Lee. Chicken pasta bake is my favourite meal. I just don't really. I'm not really that keen on pasta. Just eat, says Aid Braid. Aid Braid, that's it. Just eat, as in what the app. No, thank you. Absolutely not. That's the one thing I definitely will not do. Barry's also had anxiety in the past, and so I know how it feels. HR suck, indeed. Then I don't really have to worry about kind of that thing myself, of course. I don't mean anxiety, I mean human relations. You can say that again, Ross. 9 something strange. It's been in this company for 4 years, and there's been 3 HR people come and go. It's time I left there. I see you sold your ute, Ross. What are you having next? High staff turnover in HR. Interesting. Small person I call my son now winds me up. Trailer, Barry. More convenient for my work business. Peter P says, looking good, ute. You sold your Metro yet? No, I haven't. No, I've not had any. Not really. I've had lots of people saying they'd like to have it, but not people who are going to have it. Good evening, all, says Dick Dastardly. How wonderful this is to have Dick Dastardly here. Indeed. Dick Dastardly, I will probably say, is one of my longest term followers on Project Nigel. And so it's just lovely to see the name. In fact, Dick Dastardly is responsible for me changing a few things here and there as well. Like the name of my work boots. Yeah. It was good to have you here. Love a Metro GTI, says A Braid. I had an MG Metro once. Yeah, a silver MG Metro. It was not really very quick, but they didn't need to be, did they? I've always wanted that. Always wanted that. Oh, what? We're missing out something there. Ah, right, I see. Well, you always want to say, what, good evening all? Really? You could say any time you want to. Are you sure that's what you meant? Well, jolly good news, and that is that I seem to have 27 likes on this now. How cool is that? We're actually doing 27, that's the magic number, isn't it? The magic number. The number of, go on, have yourself a beer. So let's do it. But Dino Dad Dick. Thank you. It's good to be here. Yes, I believe I'm one of the longest followers on your PN channel, and long may it continue. Yes, I certainly hope both that long may the channel continue, and so long may you follow as well. Now, I do mean this as well, that Dick Dastardly has said things he's seeing going on in videos, and it's just made me want to do them a bit more. I mean, of course, I do like to make. I like the videos to be full of unexpected things. And the more you're doing unexpected things, the more people come to expect the unexpected, and of course, the unexpected can't really happen. But I'm still trying. I try every day. In the freezer, I don't have a beer, but I do have a beverage, which is Woodgate's Grumpy Apple Cider. Cheap. Oh yes. Cheap, very, very cold, and reasonably refreshing. What's £3.49? £3.49 for 4. How good are you going to expect this to be? Should I tell you how good it is? This is going to be possibly the first time ever I've been seen drinking a cider. Because I've had cider before, but I've usually kind of kept it to myself as if it's like some sort of embarrassing thing. Gosh, that is cold. That's right on the point of freezing there. But it's not that bad. It's very sweet though. Reminds me a bit of woodpecker cider. Remember woodpecker cider in the red cans? A really, really sweet thing. But it does actually have a taste of apples about it. It's not that bad. Certainly for the price. I'm going to look at the instructions on the side and see if it tells me that it's made of apples and then apple flavouring, because it tastes suspiciously appley to me. Where are the ingredients? Doesn't that telling me where they are? Well, that's strange. Oh, hang on. No artificial flavourings or preservatives. That is odd. Normally, you would actually be told what goes into it. But it actually doesn't say. Just allergy advice. Contains sulfates. How can they not tell you what the ingredients are? Never known that before. Not far behind you, DD. Ah, Dino Dad. Well, if we had a competition to see who was, there the first, how many subscribers did I have when you first found the Project Nigel channel? I do remember, I'm sure it was Windy Miller saying something like, I deserve to have 500,000 subscribers or something really, really early on. 2 turntables and a microwave, says William. Not microwave, 2 turntables and a microphone. What about that then, eh? What about that? He doesn't even like beer, he just drinks it. So he fits in, he just drinks Blue Wicked with me. I don't know if I've ever actually tried that stuff, but it does look like it's going to give you a nasty hangover. Oh, well, what a coincidence, says Dick Dastardly. I've got Woodgate cider myself for the first time in ages. Oh, well, for me, it's the first time ever because I've never actually had it before. But it gets to a certain time of night and you've had enough drinking tea. So something like this is just a bit nicer. It might as well be cheap, hadn't it? I used to live in a teapot. Now I know what you're thinking. Poor you. Apple. I'm sure you're right. If cider is from a multi-pack, it'll be on the outside. Well, no. Hang on. Right. Yeah, good point. Oh no, I've thrown the box away. Right. Yeah, it was in a box. Now I don't know what I'm drinking. Imagine that, eh? Yeah, but you don't buy individual cans of anything, do you? But normally any beer that I have will tell you on the side what's kind of in there. So it was a bit... Oh, rice got to go off. Nobody reminded me of the rice. Two-string... Yes, they did. Yes, Two-String Productions did. Reminded me of the rice. Thank you very much. Imagine if... Well, I would have actually got to it just then, wouldn't I? What is Two-String Productions? Two-String Productions. Is it like a violin that's lost half of its strings, or a ukulele, or a guitar that only has 33.3 recurring of its original strings still attached? When I worked in a music shop in Guildford, I'd sold a guitar to somebody, and a week later they came back and complained and said one of the strings is broken. And I really struggled not to laugh, because it's like, well, they are, serviceable parts of your instrument. So if it's broken, then you might just have been hitting it a bit hard, and it doesn't matter anyway, does it? You just replace it with another one. If you can afford a guitar, surely you can afford the strings. Anyway, they looked a bit like they could tell I was struggling not to laugh about it, and then complained to the manager, who, for some reason, tackled the whole thing with a really straight face, as if, yeah, I can see why you're annoyed. I can see why you're annoyed about that. That's a bit like my friend Mike of the Classic Wheels Wales channel was talking about selling cars one day, and he said that he sold this Escort to this lady once, and then 8 months later she came back to him and complained because it had a flat tire. You wouldn't imagine anyone would do that. Right. You want some food? Oh, hang on. Show the food first. Show the food. Let them know what they're getting. Do you want some of that? You do, don't you? Look at it. Jumping out of the tank. I'm desperate for the stuff. Be ready to eat in a minute. So 5 minutes and we'll end this live stream, I think, because then it's time to serve up the old grub. All right. Mighty Jimmy Quinn says, I'm drinking 1 litre of San Miguel lager. Very nice. A 1 litre can. That's a big can. Hello, matron. Hello, Tracy. Hi, Trace. Different clobber. Says Andrew Putty Geek. Jimmy, I'm drinking the work atmosphere tonight. It's until 4 a.m. Might have a beer then. Jimmy, Guildford, isn't there a famous music venue pub there? There might be, but I can't think of what it is, Dick. Don't freeze your beer. I didn't, and it's not beer. It would have been an ice lolly, wouldn't it? Me and Mustard went on holiday to Mexico once and smoked DMT. That's right, what's DM? And had an out-of-body experience, but he won't tell you that. What's DMT? What is DMT? I'll search it. Right, okay. Two Strings Production, Tracy. Half the other relaxing video on YouTube. Mustard, can I swap my Rover 75 for the Metro? You haven't got one. The Star Inn in Guildford. That does sound familiar, but then again, the Star Inn would sound familiar because every town's got a Star Inn. It's like a White Lion, isn't it? Oh, right, hang on. Now then. I've missed something here. I've missed something here, haven't I? Has Boaty been telling you about the story of the possible swap for the Metro? Because I haven't. I've not been so indiscreet to really talk about it that much. Not to anyone anyway. Not really. I love it when when there's a kind of a private joke, suddenly everybody knows about it. Oh yes, Satan McBastard. The devil walks in just like a man. He'll take you down if you give him a hand. Peter P. Yes, sorry, I forgot. Are you up for a bit of docking? I've never heard of docking before, but I presume it's exactly as it sounds. There's a bottle shop near me called the Guiding Star. My Irish uncle, bought a parcel shop, but it blew away. Oh, gosh. Lol and you Mustard. Right, so you clearly know what docking is then. Should I know what it is? No, I shouldn't. No, I'm not going to find out. Right, DMT though. DMT. I can't be asked to go and find out what it is either. So just tell us what it is and I'll tell you whether I'm interested or not. Maybe a bit of cottaging. Oh. Right. It's time. So docking, no. I'm just about to finish up the live stream. And I haven't even looked to see how far I am now off the partial monetization. But when I looked the other day, I think it was 176 hours to go. So it won't be too long now. Yes, you don't need to know what docking is. It involves poo in someone else's bum. Well, I kind of got half of that, but I didn't know there was any poo involved in it. Oh. There's a pub near me called the Whittington, the Dick Whittington. There's a bottle shop next door called Dick Liquor. There's a pub called the Dick Whittington in Rochdale. Another one, yes, another one. I'm sure it's another one where we have Dick Whittingtons everywhere as well. Did you say 76 hours ago? No, 176. It might be a bit less now because I think it was yesterday when I found that out. Anyway, look, I'm sorry, but it is time to go. Time to go. Barry Squatter. Read this first. My favourite thing to ask whilst back was, you know what iglooing is? Answer, no. Then you reply, it's a bit like working here, but it's self-inflicted. Iglooing. Right. It's not even a joke. What time is Boaty doing? Is he doing 11? There. We'll find out in a second. Someone's going to do. And in the meantime, back as me tomorrow. DMT is a very potential psychedelic. Enjoy your curry. Yes, thank you, 11, with Emma as well. I will enjoy my curry, even though I don't know what it's going to taste like. But it can't really be wrong, can it? So, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Thank you for liking the live stream. Thank you if you happen to have commented, which many of you have. Thank you if you're new here and you've now subscribed to the channel. And I'll see you soon.